Hi, this is Greg with Best Choice Trailers. Today we're going to take a walk around the Lamar CE07. Shown here is a 7x18 foot, 7,000 pound GVW car hauler. This unit's got a few upgrades on it. We'll take a walk around and show you some of those upgrades. These are standard features, or currently how we spec this particular model. So again, let's take a walk around. We'll show you all the features and show you some of the options that we put on to make this a nicely equipped car hauler for the money. Great value. So one of the things that we've added to this is an adjustable coupler up front. Shown here, this has a 2-inch stamp coupler. It's a heavy duty stamped, it's a Demco brand with the easy latch coupler. Nice setup. It's also got the setback 7,000 pound drop leg jack. We put the two of these on here because they make the trailer a good bit more user friendly. Being able to adjust the coupler up and down for different heights of vehicles, certainly a nice setup. Also allows you to swap them out if you ever need to go to a bigger ball or a pintle and whatnot. Certainly some security involved too. Some guys pull them off when they're in the city and whatnot. So with the adjustable coupler, you can simply pull the pin, raise it up and down. Keeps you from having to carry around a wood block or similar to get it off the tow vehicle. So you got a lot of height adjustment with that 7K jack. It's also got a standard sealed wiring harness. It's a cold weather rated blue harness. It's got the 7-pin plug built in. It's typical on vehicles nowadays. Also on that 7K jack, you see a grease zerk there. Gives some extra durability and longevity to the jack. The headache rack on this is made out of a pipe instead of an angle. A little bit heavier duty. We've also added D-rings and extra stake pockets to this unit. So standard, this unit would only have a few stake pocket tie downs. I believe on this we've added 6 extra pockets and then also 4 D-rings. You notice it's also pinstriped and has the 3/4 inch bullet LED lights. They're nice because they do have some give. They're also a smaller target. And of course, for all the bigger they are, they put out a lot of light for a little LED. 2x8 pressure treated deck is standard. It's also a full wrap tongue, so you'll notice this unit's got a tongue that wraps all the way back to the spring hangers, gives a lot of support in this critical area of the trailer. Sometimes you'll see some economy level car haulers where the tongue will stop back in that area. Generally, your most stress is going to be between your axle and your coupler, so having a full wrap tongue is pretty important. Now, it's also a channel tongue and channel frame, not an angle iron. Channel's going to be a little bit stronger. Notice this is a 5-inch channel main frame, not a 4-inch. Sometimes on car haulers you see 4-inch frames. Again, you got your stake pockets and pinstripes. Also notice Lamar's doing a 3-year structural warranty on the trailer. They also powder coat these units, so they blast them and then powder coat them for some paint durability. Also, you notice removable fenders on these, both sides. This has the nicer style teardrop fenders. That teardrop's going to give some extra support as opposed to the straight fender. And then you also notice behind it, they also put a prop. So pretty strong fenders on these, both the teardrop for strength and then the prop as well. We've equipped these with brakes on both axles. These also have the newer style forward adjusting brakes. So it's going to self-tension the backers through the life of the pad, so you don't have to adjust them by hand like you used 2 years ago. It's also got the black cap in the end of the axle, which is an easy lube hub. Behind that cap will be a greaser. You can simply use a grease gun to service your bearings on this unit. It's got a black mod wheel on it. We think it looks good with the charcoal that you see. It gives it a nice look. Has a 205/75 R15 radial tire. It's going to be a load range C6 ply. As this is a 5-on-5 lug pattern, would highly recommend you consider buying a spare tire with the purchase of the trailer. 5-on-5, while stronger than a 5-on-4.5, generally is going to be a little bit harder to find on the secondary market. Generally speaking, a 5-on-5 is generally what you're going to find. This does have a steel tread plate beaver tail instead of wood. Certainly makes it nice if you're looking to drag anything up that might otherwise catch on the wood beaver tail. It's also got full width ramps, or I should say full width ability to load. It's got rear slide out ramps. You'll notice it's got the stop turn tails each side and then the center marker lights. It's also got an outer marker on each side, not required, so a nice little add-on. They give you some extra visibility here. They are a hook style ramp. Again, it allows you to go full width, side to side on this particular unit. Not generally found on car haulers, but on this one would be a rear gusset where the beaver tail breaks. So generally speaking, a lot of manufacturers don't do that at all on car haulers. If you ever see them, generally it's on an equipment. It's a nice little detail they put on this particular unit. These are available in 16 and 20s. 18s, as seen here, is our most common. Unit's gonna weigh in at about 19, somewhere between 18 and 1900 pounds. It's gonna give a net legal payload of about 5,100. You're also gonna pick up some tongue weight. Tongue weight generally is gonna be about 15% or upwards of 1,000 pounds. Generally, a conservative amount to use would be about 10% or 700 pounds for calculating payload. Now, these are a 5-foot rear pull-out ramp. Rear pull-out generally going to be preferred over a side pull-out. Certainly more convenient, and sometimes, depending on where you're parked, it wouldn't allow to pull a side pull-out ramp out. This unit's also available in a 99 90-pound GVW if you have a higher payload. Generally on the 9990s, we do a lot of 20-footers. 7x18's ideal for hauling cars. Do a lot of 720s for hauling a pair of UTVs. And occasionally you get somebody with a small car and a golf cart or similar mobility scooter that'll like a 20. 16s for your smaller cars. Sometimes smaller compact tractors like your 16s as well. But 18s is our most common size on this particular unit. If you have any questions on this or any of our other trailers, feel free to give us a ring at 717-220-4220, or you can visit us on the web at bestchoicetrailers.com.